Hey guys, welcome to another 15-minute daily refresh. It's time to wake up your body again, giving it a break from sitting, just to get the body moving a little bit. We will start on the ground as always. Hopefully you prepared a mat, something soft to lay down to. If you need something to drink, make sure you have something close to you. We will start on the ground, focus on the upper body, more on the upper body on the ground. And then we stand up and include the lower body in a total body fashion, always moving the whole body. So for the first one, we go into the quadruped position and you shoot one leg out. So from the side, the leg is here perfectly in line. Make sure that you're not putting it back. Okay? So here, and then without rounding the back, you push your butt back towards the heels. You should feel a stretch here on the straight leg side. If you don't, then you can take your legs further out. So instead of here, you go out and then you repeat. And you should feel it here. And then we rotate to both sides. You thread the needle through here to the bent leg side and open up. Thread the needle, open up. In between, you can rock out and rock into the stretch again, thread the needle, rotate out, and then we rock out, rock back in, reach, rotate. Last one, we go out of the stretch, back into the stretch, chest out, thread the needle, rotate. Let's switch legs. Same thing here. Leg in line, not back here. Rock back to your heels, thread the needle through your arm, open up, out of the stretch. So here we work on the mobility of your inner thighs and we add some thoracic rotation. I think that's more important than ever to work on the T-spine. If the thoracic spine is not moving, the low back has to do more work. And the last one, out of the stretch, into the stretch, hip stable, reach, open up. Good job. Now we work on thoracic extension and flexion. So quadruped position again, and we do the cat-cow. Very simple. You look down, look to your heels, push the ground away, and round your back as much as possible like a cat. And then you let your sternum sink down again. Of course, the whole spine is also moving, so your pelvis tilts and you can look up at the end. And then you push the ground away, push the sternum away from the ground as far as possible, and let it drop back down again. Get as round as possible. Try to curve your spine maximally in this position, in this curve, and to the other one. And the last one. Push the ground away. And look back up, around the back. Good. Now we work on wrist mobility. So your fingers pointing forward, and then you bring your body weight forward and the wrist stays on the ground, or it's like the heel of your foot should not come off, and then you rock back out. And you can choose some different angles, more to the right. So on one hand it's the outer edge, on the other one it's the inner edge. Then you switch. And then you can also go to the top and to do some circles in the end range of motion. Not too much strain for the wrist. Go wherever you feel comfortable. Let's play around. 2 more reps. Choose any variation. Doing circles on the front or whatever you like. Now we turn the wrist towards you. Now, you might already feel the stretch, that's great. Then you just hold here. If you like to add now, even more gentle, going back with the shoulders and coming out. Same principle, more to one side, more to the other side. Doing some end range half circles. So it's also supporting the shoulders a little bit. Take it easy. And relax. All right, now we do something for the shoulders. Maybe you feel the stretch in your chest. We sit up from here, bring the hips up, and now let's start with the fingers pointing away from you. So pointing back, and now you shoot your hips forward, keeping the butt off the ground, and we are stretching the inner shoulder. Maybe you feel it in your long biceps head, in the biceps, or even in your pecs. And then you rock out into the stretch. You can also put your butt down, but stay active in your shoulders. We don't want to sink in, be lazy. And then you come back out. Same thing, if this is your end range in the shoulder, stay here. If you can go further, that's great. You can also try to do it with a higher hip. That also changes. Now shake off your arms in between. And now we put the fingers pointing forward. So now, again, maybe the wrist is the limiting factor. Maybe it changes the strain on the shoulder. So be carefully and explore your own range. Fingers pointing forward. And same thing. In, try to keep your elbows straight and out. So for me, personally, I feel it more in the wrist, a little bit more in the shoulder than before. In and out. In, two more guys, and out. And the last one, in and out. We stay in this position for one more. You can shake off your arms again, and then we stand up, get the heart rate elevating a little bit more, including the lower body. Okay, so now, same thing, fingers pointing away, your feet flat on the ground, and your goal is to push the hips as high as possible. Try to be one straight line from your shoulders into your hips, into your knees, and come back down. So now integrating, lower body, press the heels, the big toe, the little toe into the ground, press your hips up, and back down. Now bring your hands to the side or forward, play around with your hand positions. Let's go. 2 more repetitions, slowly down. I personally switch again. You can keep your hand position, push up. And the last one, push and relax. Good job. Now, slowly stand up. Now we do some body rotations, including the whole body. So you put your arms out here. Your stance somewhere between hip width and shoulder width apart. And now you're going to rotate as far as possible and reach. So we started here. We did that last week. And then you reach as far as possible. For the first variation, you allow your body to rotate, the lower body as well. You see how my ankle drops in, my knee drops in, my hip turns, the feet still flat on the ground. We don't put them up, but we let the body, the lower body, follow the upper body. Let's go. From here, choose a side, reach. Come back, switch sides. Now the other part rotates. Work with your breathing. Breathe out. Then you reach. Come back, breathe in. Reach. Breathe out. Come back, breathe in the middle. And you might notice that the range of motion increases rep after rep. You all know that use it or lose it. We want to use the whole range of the body so we are not losing the mobility. And now, guys, we do the same thing without allowing the hips to rotate. So instead of going here and opening up, make sure that the hip stays squared up towards the screen or towards wherever your hips are pointing. Imagine you have two flashlights on your hips. They point straight forward. They're not rotating. Flashlights on the hips, straight forward. Let's go. The upper body is doing the same. Of course, now you have less range of motion. The lower body cannot help, and you can even press against with your hip forward. Work with your breathing like before. And you might also notice that one side works better than the other. It's not automatically bad. Just make sure you are aware of it. Maybe there's a different reason for it. Maybe that's a point of opportunity to work on it and relax. Now, from the standing position, we will do a reverse lunge with the left leg stepping back, and if possible, keep your knee off the ground, and you reach over your right leg and try to touch the heel. Level 1, with the knee on the ground. Level 2, still keeping the knee off the ground. Then you return back, push and switch. Right leg back, reaching over the left. Try to reach for the heel. As you reach, you might also bring, or you need to bring back the body weight back. Come back and push up your front leg. Switch again. Load is on the front leg. Reach. Oops. It's also balance. Come back and from the flat foot, push the ground away. Okay? So remember to keep the front foot flat on the ground. Big footprint into the ground as you stand up. Push. 2 more on each side. Reach. Push. Reach. Push. 1 more. Remember, knee on the ground or up. Push. Nice. Good job. Now in place, going a little bit wider. You go like into a lateral lunge, but in place. So it's like a lateral squat, pushing your hips back. So from the side, it looks like this. Hips back. Instead of here, hips back. Keeping both feet flat on the ground, chest out, and now both hands down, your feet rotate. World's greatest stretch. Rotate over the front leg, and then you come back out, push the ground away, and now you have automatically the perfect stance width to do the other side. Here, lateral lunge, chest up, rotate both feet. World's greatest stretch here, guys. From head to heel, strong as steel, one line, drive the heel into the ground. Rotate over the front leg, rotate out again, push, all right? So now you know how to do it. 2 more on each side, let's get into a flow. Hips back, hold, hands down, heel into the ground, open up, come back, push, switch, low squat. Drive the heel into the ground. So 1 straight line. Rotate, come back. 1 more each side. Sink into your hips, chest out, rotate, come back, push. Last one here. Chest out again. Rotate. Come on, drive your heel into the ground. And come back up. Good job, guys. Now, for the last one, easy. You step over with the right leg over your left one. and lean to the left side. So everything, your leg and your body leans to the same side. You reach and open up this side and you breathe into this side. 5 slow times. In between, you can come back with your upper body, lean. So first we breathe out and reach. And in this position, then you take your breath in and try to expand your thorax to that open side. So it's like a rib mobility, diaphragm mobility in that open side. Last one on this side. Breathe out and reach. The exhale allows us to go further. And then breathe in, come back, shake off your arms, switch sides. So it's not just leaning to the side and being lazy, but also up. You need to elongate this side, push the palm of your hand away from you. Let's go. Step over, lean to the same side actively. Breathe in, come back. Breathe out, stay there and breathe. 2 more. And the last one, reach. And now, as always, with me, we shake off, let the body bounce like with mini calf raises. Don't drop into the ground. Maybe your neighbor won't be happy with you. Okay, so stay elastic, easy, shake off, let everything bounce, your head, your shoulders, rotate. Yeah, might look silly, no one sees you, you only see me doing silly stuff, but it's actually good to relax and work with your breathing. 3 deep breaths in. Let everything drop. Last one. And shake off your arms and legs. Guys, good job. I hope you had a quick and nice movement break. Now you can get back to whatever you've been doing before. Make sure you rehydrate, refuel the body, rebuild it with some proteins. Make sure you do something good for your body. Go out, enjoy the sun, and I'll see you guys soon.